Okay, so when they're producing a product, there are two types of costs that they are looking at. So they are looking at the fixed costs. Okay, and these costs are the same regardless of how much is produced. So this is similar to overhead that we were talking about yesterday. So fixed costs stay the same no matter how much is produced or sold. Okay? And the variable costs change based on numbers sold and produced. It's not a hashtag, that's a number sign for all you youngins. Okay, so when you're looking at these two costs and considering how much you're selling each item for, you can find out your break-even point. So let's say that you own like a little Etsy shop. Do you know what Etsy is? No. Etsy is like an online marketplace where people can make and sell things. So let's say that my Etsy store sold sock monkeys. I have all my sock monkeys up there. Okay, so I sell sock monkeys. Now, I have to get things ready before I can sell the sock monkeys. I have to get all of the materials. I have to get all the packaging. I have to maybe get a computer to list all of these items. I have to get the buttons, the thread. I have to buy all of this stuff before I can sell it. And so the first sock monkey I sell, am I going to make a profit on that? No, I'm not going to. The next one I sell, maybe not. The next one, maybe not. But eventually I will break even with the things that I have bought and then start making a profit. Okay? There is an industry term for the whole entire retail industry. There's one particular date in the year that they try to break even and then make profit from there. Do you know what holiday that is? Where retail stores finally break even and start making a profit.
Black Friday?
Black Friday. That is the whole point of Black Friday, historically speaking, is that retail stores have been in the negative for all that time in the year, all that time, all the way until November, and now they have broken even and they will make profit after that. Okay? So if we look at it on a much smaller section, or a much smaller, thing to look at, we're looking at the break-even point in units of something being produced. So this section is not super hard, but you have to use the correct formula. You have to figure out where to put things, okay? So you can figure out the break-even point in units. And to do so, you're going to take the fixed costs, and then you're going to divide it by the sales price minus variable cost. So that's for units. So again, with my sock monkeys, this is how I could calculate how many sock monkeys I would have to sell before I finally break even and start making a profit. What is another way that I could tell my break-even point? So using units and using dollars, yes. So break-even in dollars equals break-even in units. Break-even units that you calculated above, multiplied by the sales price. So if I found out, okay, after I've sold 15 sock monkeys, I will start making a profit, If I'm selling each of those for $20, I know that I need to sell how much? $300 worth of sock monkeys before I even make a profit at all. Okay, so let's look at example 1, and let's just look at the wording more than anything. So it says BF Corporation produces porcelain bowls to be sold at $10 per unit. Looking at these two equations, what is the $10 per unit?
Which one? That's the sales price, right?
That's the sales price, yes. Manufacturing any quantity of bowls will cost an estimated $12,000 in fixed costs. So what they're saying is no matter how much we produce, we have to pay $12,000. And maybe that is in rent, salaries, insurance, advertising, all of the overhead costs that you have to pay up front. Fixed costs. The variable cost of producing each bowl is $5. So there's the variable. How many bowls must they sell before they break even? So, yes, 2,400 bowls, because we take the fixed cost divided by sales minus variable. We get $12,000 divided by 5. 2,400 bowls, $10 a piece, $24,000 in sales before you break even. Okay? So let's look at A and B, because this is the only concept today. So let's make sure you really understand it. Rally's fixed cost to produce toy trucks is $200,000. Fixed cost. So that's my top number. $200,000.
20 minus 4.
So we're going to divide by the sales price, and it says the sales price is $20. And the variable cost is $4. Okay, so we're going to divide $200,000 by $16. What do we get?
12,500. Nope.
Oh,
That's what I got.
Oh, you're right.
and this is, and did you catch the mistake I almost made? This is not dollar amount. This is number of what? Units. And in this case, number of toy trucks.
Toy trucks.
Okay? So if you on the quiz put a dollar sign, you're actually incorrect. This is not a dollar amount. This is a unit. Okay?
Just say no.
To get the dollar amount, we take 12,500 and multiply by what?
20.
20.
250,000.
Whoa.
Whoa, no.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Okay. $250,000.
Agency handcuffs and tow these toy trucks.
So if you're manufacturing something like that, you have to manufacture a ton. Okay, last question before you get going on today. This is something really common in a business statistics class where you analyze this. So, if we were to analyze this, they have to sell 12,500 toy trucks. How could they get that number down? What could they do looking at our equation?
Increase prices.
Charge more. How else?
Lower the fixed price.
Try to lower the fixed price by cutting costs and try to lower the variable price. Manufacturers will lower that variable price by doing what? What are some common things that they'll do?
Use more machinery.
Use more machinery,
Cheaper materials.
cheaper materials, and there's a third one.
Oh, export to a different country.
Yes, they have it produced in another country and then shipped back, and that's actually a lot cheaper. They outsource it. So that is what causes the
Correct.
break-even point to be a lot lower. So
Little
it's really
Chinese
easy to
kids.
say as a consumer that I wish all of my stuff was produced in America. It's really easy for people to say that, and it's fine if you say that. But when you're looking at business and you're the one who owns the business, you're trying to bring down that break-even point, and that's pretty much all your options. Either raise the price, which people hate, outsource, or find cheaper materials. Okay, because you're trying to get that break-even point lower. All right. So we're gonna do number 7. Tyler, will you raise your mask for me? 7 through 27.
ATV